Why did you organize this event?
Yeah, so in the past 10 days, ICE has really escalated their presence in Waltham. They've taken over 30 community members from Waltham's Latino community, and they've been using tactics that are fully outside the law, that seem designed to inspire intimidation and fear. So we felt it was really important in Waltham, where ICE has had such a heavy presence, to come out and show our support for our Hispanic community.
And what do you think about the overall community in Waltham? Do you think, because I've heard it's mostly Trump supporters.
It's not mostly Trump supporters. So if you look at the voting record, I think Waltham won something like 65-35 for Kamala Harris, but you wouldn't know it by looking at like public Facebook pages and stuff, because the Trump supporters are very vocal and very virulent, and they give the impression of this being a very Trumpy town. Part of the reason that we started doing these protests is to prove to ourselves that that wasn't the case, that there are more of us than there are of them, and to start to show our community that there are people who share their same values here in Waltham. They might not be as loud and angry, but that we're here. So it's about making a presence and making presence for each other, that this is not a town that supports hate. We have some community building events planned, some picnics, some sign making events, but then we also have another big protest planned for June 14th. So as you might have heard, Trump is throwing himself a military parade in Washington, D.C. He's going to waste millions of taxpayer dollars. So together with other indivisible chapters from across the country, we're going to organize a big protest here in Waltham, and there'll be protests across the country to show that the real source of power is not in D.C., it's in local communities, and that we don't want to play Trump's game.
What would you recommend to immigrants, either documented or undocumented?
In this moment right now?
Yeah, what should they do?
I think that there are several things to be done. I think one of the most important things to be done, if people feel like they have the safety to do it, is to join the local Waltham ICE Watch. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's called Fuerza. It's a neighborhood watch program that is training people to identify ICE vehicles, because they're often unmarked and unidentified, so to be able to actually identify them by license plate, to be able to identify where ICE is at any given moment, and to be able to show up at a moment's notice if ICE is having an action, to be able to record on their phones, on other devices, to be able to have a record of what's happening, so that if people are being disappeared, we know when and where and who. So I think joining those efforts, there's also a petition that the Loose Immigrant Network has put together to petition Governor Maura Healey to provide stronger protection for immigrant communities. So people can just sign that petition. If they go to Loose Immigrant Network, Immigrant Action Justice Network, I believe, they can find the petition online. So signing that petition is another way. But I think personally, building networks of human-to-human support are the best thing we can do to keep each other safe.
Here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here. No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome. Kick ICE out. Kick ICE out. Kick ICE out.
Tell me how you feel about ICE.
Well, I think ICE is great for cold brew, but other than that, I think the organization should be melted.
All right, and let's see what you have on your sign there.
I'm angry with what's going on, and I'm disappointed and frustrated and all that, and coming to a rally reinvigorates your spirit, and it makes you feel better. It does, because you realize that you're not alone, you're not the only one that's frustrated. So there's solidarity here, you know?
Okay, hi, I'm Ramon Bannister. I came out here expecting 10, 20 people if we were lucky. There are at least 100 people out here, minimum. I'm gonna go down shortly. I'm gonna go down the whole city block. And there are even some people across the street. You can hear all these people beeping from the cars in support of this protest against ICE. Because recently there have been ICE raids, ICE arrests. There's been an increase in ICE activity, so we want to show ICE and the Trump administration that we're united. We're going to be out here. We're going to support immigrants and their rights based on the 5th Amendment and the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment says that everyone, no matter they could be criminals, doesn't matter. They could be mass murderers. They could be serial rapists. It doesn't matter. Okay? They could be non-U.S. citizens. But based on the United States Constitution, 14th Amendment, everyone has a right to due process. And you know what? Trump has ignored that. And again, he has ignored the U.S. Supreme Court. And that has got to stop. That has to stop now. Here we go. I'm going to do something sketchy. Very sketchy. I'm walking in the street, middle of rush hour in Waltham, to show you how many people are here. This is how many people are here to protest against ICE. Still walking. I'm not walking slow either. Up here, somebody crossing the street with a sign. You hear all those beeping. Yep, this is very sketchy. I see people smiling from their cars in support of us. This is Waltham, Massachusetts. Still walking down the middle of rush hour in Waltham. Let's scream, everyone! Scream! This part is very sketchy. Here we go. Oh boy, there's a car coming. Still going around. And that's the end. That was a pretty big city block. Oh, I missed some people. Still recording. Crossing the street here. We got some people in the medians. Got a lot of people honking horns.
is what democracy looks like.
Tell us what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
No Gestapo.
Everybody's clear and equal.
ICE is not welcome here. No hate. No fear. ICE is not welcome.
And there you have it. That's the end of the rally. Sort of. There's still a lot of people there. I'd say about half are still there. But they're dispersing slowly but surely. And that's what I think people need to do a lot and all around the country. Millions and millions of people. There you go. One of Trump's favorite words. Millions and millions and billions. Seriously though, and millions of people should be doing this. And to the Democratic Party, the leaders like AOC, Bernie Sanders, all of them, this is what they should be doing. You know, stop giving us pep talks. Go out there and do the talking and do the doing. Okay? Go out there to the various immigration, I don't know what you call them. Go out there to these prisons where they're taking these immigrants. Like a mayor already did, and he got arrested for it. You guys should be doing that. You guys should be taking 1,000 people to those prisons. You guys being Democrats. Stop giving us lip service on YouTube and TV and start doing something about this. Peace out.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.